Hello there. It's been a while, my friend, and welcome again to the Figuristo channel. I finally received my Mega Halo Odst Hive Exterminator set the other day, and to be honest, I am really quite impressed with the figures that it came with. Along with the 2 drones and a 3 human figure. The building set also includes the first appearance of Odst Tarkov, who was featured in the 2009 live-action film, We Are, Odst. After carefully inspecting the content, I began to unpack all of the figures and accessories. I then put them to the side, and start with the base project. To start out, I use this packing foam, and these 2 corrugated boxes, for the base terrain. After much cutting and taping, I then securely joined both the foam and the cardboard box, to assemble the skeleton terrain. Using this homemade mold leftover, that I used from my previous project, I then added some broken down pieces of rocks, to different areas of the terrain. Once all are well placed, I then covered the entire base, with texture paste made from a mixture of plaster and water. The paste is also used to cover much of the holes from the packing foam. After allowing them to cure for an entire night, I then slather a mixture of plaster and shredded newspaper all over the rocks. Now that it is looking more and more like a terrain, it is time to move to the next step. I mix another batch of the plaster, sand, and paint to create the paste to fill in more gaps and additional layers to the base. While the paste is about to dry, I did a several dab using my brush to create a more pronounced texture. Then sprinkle some bits of pebbles to the lower part of the rock terrain. Once much of the paste are dry, I moved on to paint. I used yellow and sienna to the rocks, randomly leaving some white spaces. I then put a thin layer of watered-down gray paint to the remaining parts of the rocks. Once that dry, I went on full heavy on black, washing the entire terrain. Now that the paint is dry, I put my dry brushing skills to work by applying white to highlights the raised details. Off camera, I added more pebbles to the base of the rock and secure them with Mod Podge before putting the finishing touches. I wanted to add more life to the terrain, so I start by laying down layers of glue and stick in some green reindeer moss for the aesthetic look. Once all that is done, it is time to put the figures in to battle it out in this diorama. Now that I am satisfied with how things look, it is time to call it a day. I hope you enjoy this video. There is so much more that I have to learn from crafting. And by means I am still new to all of these, so if there is anything you wanted to share to improve this project, feel free to write it down in the comments section below. That is it for now. Thank you for stopping by. And I will see you all on the next one.